to T1, but maybe our casters have some different opinions. Let's bring them in here. It's Beacop and Black, our favorite father-son casting duo. Guys, what are we expecting?
What do we expect? All right, here we go. Ooh, we're expecting T1.
Dude, every time. What? All right, Black.
Well, I just tore apart 496, so T1 is going to take this game.
Oh, savage.
Quite handily, I think.
Savage, you can't do that. That's so rude.
I'm
Anyways,
we're tart on that.
Goodness gracious. Alrighty, I will hand it over to you guys then as we are live into the game. Enjoy game number 2 of T1 versus 496 Gaming.
Thank you, Nomad. Game number 2 here between 496 and T1. This is going to be, hopefully, a little bit more exciting. I think that one definitely almost lived up to potential. The Techies was starting to get there, starting to bring the game back. It felt like that Windrunner was doing a lot of damage, but they were just too far behind too early on. I think there certainly was opportunity if they had had a better laning stage. Now they're not dealing with the Techies. They're working with in a lineup I think I could get behind.
Yeah, it's just weird to like... No matter where this AM goes, he's going to have a hard time. He can't lane against PL, he can't lane against Storm, he can't lane against Monkey. So I'm expecting this AM to have a really, really tough game. They want to obviously match the Bad Rider into the Monkey King. Maybe get him some sort of a head start. He needs to get a fast blink. I mean, they do have good tools to deal with the Storm. 3 counters to him, possibly even 4 if Bad Rider gets a fast blink. But this AM, I feel, is going to have a lot of problems this game. It's a fantastic PL game as well. He should be looking to free farm against that lane. And just overall, like 496 just doesn't seem the same anymore since day 1. Like very flustered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have a Nyx Assassin in the game, but you put your Bat Rider 1. Seems very high risk.
Yeah. I'm super surprised they didn't actually ban the Nyx Assassin after picking up Bad Rider. You had 3 bans. You chose not to ban Nyx at all. It's going to be a big problem for them, I think. Okay, we'll have to see how the lanes play out. AM already taking a lot of Harris damage.
Yeah, how does that matchup work for the AM? You don't really see Anti-Mage over mid, but you know, it's going to be nice to see him getting solo experience. Maybe if he can lane well enough, some decent farm.
So it can work if he gets rotations, but if it is a pure 1v1, come level 3, he's going to have the pull, the vortex, plus the remnant. With the right click, it's just too much damage that comes out. Level 1 and 2, AM is quite okay. But the higher the levels go, the riskier it gets for AM in the lane. But of course, level 6, there's an AM power spike. Yeah. Where there is a possibility.
Are you just trying to stay close to Carl, where it makes it hard for him to sustain his mana?
Yeah, yeah. But as I said, at some point, it's just too much damage. Once he reaches level 3 with that vortex and remnant, there's just too much damage coming out. Did a very good job at burning most of his mana already, though. And, of course, Oracle, hard counter to Bad Rider. They don't even mind that the Bad Rider is matching up the Monkey King, you know.
Stun onto the Earth Spirit.
Yep.
Zephyr playing aggressive. He was going after Red as much as possible, who's on this Nature's Prophet. We've seen Prophet lineups kind of go off. Really dependent on the timings that we see from these Nature's Prophets, because you know they're looking for the Orchid potentially, and moving around the map with that Orchid, from what we've seen in the past, has been pretty destructive. Yeah,
could be very impactful this game as well against Storm Spirit as well as PL. We'll have to see whether he goes Manta first or Diffusal. I'm expecting the more offensive route, but you know a lot of PLs when they play against Silence, they do opt to go for Manta first, then into the Diffusal, which is his choice right now, but maybe it will change as the game progresses.
I guess that's something also to kind of think about as you feel out your lane. If the lane's going really well, then maybe you can opt to go for Diffusal, right? Yeah. But if you feel like you're falling behind, maybe get that man to play a little bit more conservative. You know there's going to be an Orchid coming in, so back up, get a man to secure yourself.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more concerned about the Monkey King, because he will have to be the frontliner in his team until the PL gets very farmed. So he will have to have a good early game, which right now is looking like he does. He wants to itemize for a lot of early game items, maybe even the Witchblade into BKB or something like that. But of course, this Bad Rider lane doesn't pose too much of a threat when you have an Oracle there.
It's not. Oh, hold on, Carl. Getting chased. Hustler hung. Both there. First blood for Hustler, taking out Carl.
Yep, as I said, rotations. I played this matchup a lot back then when I still played with Ice and Faceless. We pretty much always picked AM into Storm mid, and we would just rotate on him permanently over and over and over again. At some point, you just have such a big lead that you actually have to retreat to the jungle as a Storm. So one more kill could just lead to that, you know? He's already behind in CS. Now he died. He's going to have a tough time.
You know, you're saying the Monkey King has to frontline, but if Oracle could get to a quicker 6, like, that doesn't feel as bad, right?
No.
Because then you've got the False Promise to back you up. You don't have, you could leave the Phantom Lancer to just farm those items, get towards where he wants to be impactful.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for outplay for the Radiant side. Now has the Ring of Health already up. Very early.
I'm pretty sure he's got the full Perseverance coming in.
No. I think he just didn't queue up the whole Battle Fury. You wouldn't want to build Perseverance if you rush Battle Fury. You always want to have the damage component so you farm faster. Maybe even a casual Glove of Haste.
Yeah, you must be right, because I swore I saw it all queued up, but I don't know.
That would be a very huge
That would be really fast, right?
Yeah.
I was like, the timings just don't work on that.
Let's check the net worth real quick. Nah, net worth doesn't check out.
Yeah. I was like, that was really fast. Stun comes out on the Oracle.
Yep. Fairy Fire. Bounty Room battle.
And they'll still get the kill on a Bombi. They chased.
Level 3 Oracle, a lot of damage potential, of course.
And that 2 in Purifying Flames is always heavily felt.
Yeah. So mid lane is somewhat even at this point. Probably slight lead to the AM. But the PL is pulling far, far away from the Prophet. Monkey King is also out CS in the Bad Rider. So mid lane is going well, thanks to the rotations, but the side lanes are struggling. I'm expecting Earth Spirit to make a rotation top soonish. But now...
He's mid right now because the Anti-Mage is level 6.
Yeah, that Mana Void can deal a lot of damage to Storm.
Ooh, going for Oracle. There's the TP in from Red. That's a TP in, and maybe they're looking to take out a tower to slow this lane down, but that's not getting a kill for Red. We'll see if they can find +1. Boundless Strike. Nicely played. Boulder Smash comes in, though. Cuckoo in trouble and eventually falls to DPC.
Yeah, it's exactly what they needed. 4-man rotation top. AM completely fine.
Aggressive. Doesn't have Blink for a couple seconds, but turns on Zephyr.
Yeah, 496 is an interesting team. They like to play the carries mid.
Yeah. Or at least the priority, right?
Yeah, they've done it even last game too. Well, that makes sense though, because their carry, quote-unquote, player is not actually a carry player. He used to be an offlane player, .BB. So I guess it makes sense that he gets the more aggressive heroes, whereas the mid laner is more of a greedy guy.
Well, that's similar to Chalice when he was playing safe lane for LGD. But he had played safe lane when he started his career. Did DPC ever play carry before this?
No, he has been, from what I know at least, he has been an offlaner through and through. And he's playing that way too, you know. Like, he's pretty selfless in games. He doesn't really like to farm.
Hex onto the Storm, but they've got the Impale, Bombi.
Mana Void though, gotta be careful.
Yeah, not a lot of mana on Zephyr.
Yeah, potentially if you cast it on the Storm, you can blow up the Storm and the Nyx.
And the Nyx, yeah.
He has 3 mangoes on the Nyx though, so.
So ready, just in case.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage shows up, he'll pop those mangoes.
496 doing relatively well here.
Yeah, they're holding their own so far. But that being said, Phantom Lancer top of the net worth, he has been untouched. And we've seen plenty of games today where if you leave the carry to just do his own thing, he comes out eventually ready to go. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, PL is definitely a carry that can take over the game, given enough space. And right now he has complete free farm. He went for the Yasha first. Sometimes you just go into Yasha, into Diffusal, into Manta. Other times you just go right into Manta. Have to see what route he's going to take. Prophet, of course, queuing up the Orchid against the Storm. Better at the ping bottom. Envision, though. Yeah, interesting choice.
Jackie able to get back, and now they're really trying to go, but he's already retreated completely. However, 2 more heroes here for the Dire side. Doppelganger on the run, stun hits, and now they're going to drain that mana and try to get this kill for the Fortunes, and in from Whitemon, Sprout around the Phantom Lancer, everything getting thrown at Jackie. They still don't have the kill just yet. He runs away with the Phantom Rush and Geomagnetic Grip. The stun short. They don't kill off this Phantom Lancer, and they lose Dappy and Bombi in the process.
I'm not quite sure what they were expecting. It was quite close, but better I didn't have a last. It felt so forced, you know? They felt really forced.
They realized they weren't touching the Phantom Lancer and made a move, but came up way short.
Yeah, and now they're in even more trouble than they were before. Storm has a very good recovery now on par with AM, was behind 500 before.
Yeah.
And a quick Orchid on Storm can really ruin an AM's game.
Especially with how slow Nature's Prophet's going to get his.
Yeah. Prophet is struggling a lot. Like, Prophet, you want to win your lane, always. Yeah. It's not a hero that plays well from behind, in my opinion.
1K lead right now for T1.
Yeah.
Maybe shows up again.
This time a lasso? No, still doesn't have it. He didn't skill it.
Fortune's End. Phantom Lancer in with the Monkey King. Dat BB dead again.
Yeah, I can't... I'm not sure what he is planning doing right now, but he needs to farm up some items, you know? Both the... Like, AM is not a hero that can 1v5. He needs to have a team that have, you know, like disabled for him or ways to keep enemies in place. But right now, they're all struggling other than him. Storm.
Well, Lightning stun was already used. They're locked on to the Lion, and the stun comes in. The Mana Void is used. Carl's dead. Antimage shows up again. The Lion is saved, and they'll get 2 of their own.
Yeah, a little bit too deep again. Feels like both teams are just getting baited into this forced place right now. That was not necessary, you know. You don't need to jump into a tier 1 tower for a Lion kill.
Especially probably not having vision of where the Anti-Mage is, and he had just was showing mid before that, right?
Yeah, a very aggressive plays coming out. 10 gold for Boots of Travel on Bad Rider. Relatively okay timing. Could have had it much earlier if he prioritized his own game a little bit more.
Yeah, but instead he played aggressive, dies twice, could have been quicker, but it ends up being a slower Boots of Travel.
Much slower. I think he could have had it by like minute 8 if he didn't die those 2 times. Storm going Brown Boots into Orchid. Of course, the pressure at AM. Only 1 Void Stone away from Battle Fury. 600 net worth more, 600 gold more needed. The PL though, already finished up his Yasha. Going into Yasha Diffusal. Yasha is just considered the greediest item when you can get on PL pretty much. Because it just gives you the bonus movement speed, bonus agi, bonus attack speed. Just be able to farm faster. And there will be like a little bit of a time where the Earth Spirit can cause some problems for him with a grip and to a possible lasso. But when he gets his Manta and Diffusal, he's going to be the strongest hero on the map, no doubt. We'll have to see how they stop the AM as well. He's having a pretty damn good game.
Yeah,
At
he
this rate,
hasn't fallen too far behind. He's actually ahead of the Storm by quite a bit.
Yeah, that was all because of the first blood rotation from Earth Spirit was very well done. And 600 gold until his Battle Fury. We're looking at like a minute 12 Battle Fury. Not shabby at all. He's holding a Keen Optic right now. Not the best neutral item for an AM, but I'm sure he'll be looking to swap that out eventually. Game is just slowing down a little bit. Both teams just trying to farm at the core items. Storm needs his Orchid. Prophet needs his. Bad Rider itemizing into a Blink. Oh, Nyx Assassin scouting out the Bad Rider here, but Vendetta almost running out. No chance.
Needs to retreat.
Yep.
50 seconds till it's back up, and I believe that ward that just ran out spotted him. So, even so far, Storm has one Oblivion Staff looking for the other, trying to get that Orchid as quickly as he can. Anti-Mage close to the Battle Fury. Not a bad timing. Not
Both
bad at all.
supports smoked up. Both supports level 6 as well, just trying to find any kill they can. They're going on the Oracle.
And they miss it. Still, though, Geomagnetic Grip, the TP in. There's the Finger Red, an unnecessary addition. He wanted to be there, potentially for the kill.
Yeah, he just had a couple of those TPs that were not needed.
Yeah.
He's slowing down his own game by quite a bit.
Because he's late. He's late to getting there, right?
Yeah. Storm, about 1,000 more gold for the Orchid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Man, Battle Fury already. Wukong's used bottom.
Not a disconnect. Wukong's used for what?
For DPC, but...
I guess he was threatening.
Defensively?
Yeah, he was threatening the monkey, but... Yeah.
So...
AM is gonna be very weak until he gets his Manta Cell, of course. And Storm, as well as Nyx, they have a lot of potential of picking him off. Of course, you can carapace the cleave from the Battle Fury, setting up an easy gank. Yeah, the Monkey King itemizing into a Witchblade, as we spoke about. Don't know how much I liked at this game. I feel like a BKB first is needed, because they're lacking a frontliner. Storm does not want to initiate first when you can't see the AM. It's almost suicide.
Man, they have a couple stacks here for the anti-mage.
Yeah, ancient stack. Maybe looking to stack it one more time. He's still holding on to the Keen Optic.
Yeah, oddly enough.
Are fortified.
Well, he has a jelly. Are they missing one item?
No, they've got everything. Fairy's Trinket, Ocean Heart.
Ocean Heart is so much better on him. Like, give it to your anti-mage, please.
On Nature's Prophet right now.
Yeah, it should definitely be on the anti-mage. I don't know why Prophet is holding that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting. Storm to ping bottom. Wants to catch the Bad Rider. But
Oh,
no chance.
I think they're thinking about it with the Spike Carapace, but no jump. I think that's a little far for them to go.
Yeah, Earth Spirit was also there to back up the Bad Rider.
Radiant's middle tower
And this is just
under attack.
leaving space for Anti-Mage just to continue farming with this Battle Fury.
Yeah, but PL, of course, still 1,200 net worth ahead. He's very massive. About 500 gold off his Diffusal Blade, which is his power spike. They're probably going to look into fighting after that. Should align well on time with the Orchid on Storm as well. So all their core items coming online at the same time.
Radiant are going to back off this tower, which Red TP'd into. Flame Break into the lasso, Geomagnetic Grip. They've got the silence on a Whitemon trying to survive. Has False Promise, but he'll hold it. I think he knew he was dead to rights, the rest of the team not rotating over. So no reason to pop it and waste it.
Yeah, they want to trade for the top tower here. Well, I say trade. Dia already destroyed the bottom tower. They just want to push top. And there shouldn't be too much of a defense coming out here. AM, of course, just wants to farm. No lasso. Prophet is kind of weak still. Needs another 500 gold to finish his Orchid. And then it just really depends on the jumping first.
Magnetized down with the Boulder Smash, Geomagnetic Grip. That hits the Oracle, but the False Promise just in time. Balance Strike is in. They get the kill on a Hustler. They'll try to turn this break as well as the stun. Wukong's command hexed up, but Bombi on the run and dead. 2 heroes gone on 496. The Geomagnetic Grip was almost enough, but just in the nick of time, he gets that False Promise off. It's a good thing he didn't use it on himself just earlier.
Yeah, it was a very, very close call. I think it's like 10, 15 health. And of course, one Boundless Strike with Jingo up under Oracle, False Promise, instant full health. We have to see now what the Storm can make happen with this Orchid, as well as the Prophet. They're both going to have it at roughly the same time.
Yeah, it feels like they're playing aggressive with the Monkey King already. I know he doesn't really have a lot, and he's still trying to go into the Witchblade, but he's down there trying to make things happen. So maybe you could play the Storm Monkey and zip in, Orchid, Balance Strike, try to, you know, line it up with Vision from the Nyx Assassin inside the Vendetta.
Yeah. Invis Rune on the Bad Rider here.
Ooh, Orchid on the Lion. Vortex on the Bat Rider. They've stunned up this Monkey King. They've got the Flame Break as well as the stun, the Geomagnetic Grip again, silencing out 2. Don't have the False Promise this time around. It's still on cooldown for another 43 seconds. They look over at DPC with the ball lightning coming in from the Storm, but he doesn't have a lot of mana to play with. Whitemon, he's dead too. 2 heroes gone on the side of T1. 496 potentially looking for more opportunity, sending a couple of illusions their way. The stun hits onto the Nyx Assassin. They've got the roll from Hustle. The Flame Break hits onto Jackie as well as Zephyr, but they get the kill on a Bombi. The look over is now the silences onto the Earth Spirit. Running away is this Phantom Lancer, and the ulti was used by Hong. It's not going to matter. They've got the lasso. They'll get the kill. They'll take out Jackie. Phantom Lancer gone. And this is all off T1's own aggression.
Yeah, they did not have a Sentry Ward down, so Storm jumped on the line, Then Bad Rider came out of the invis, he was panicking, then he pulled the Bad Rider instead of the Lion, so they couldn't kill the Lion in time. It was a very messy fight by the Radiant, and PL ends up dying while AM does not. So that means as soon as PL is up, they're probably around even net worth. Very good news for 496 fans.
Ball lighting all the way down, Orchid, but here comes the 3-man Ravage.
They just can't make any plays happen right now. T1 getting outplayed quite a bit here.
Yeah.
By 496.
And it's surprising how this is going too, because it felt like the lanes for T1 were very effective.
They were. They came out of the
good for
lanes quite well, especially considering they had a Nature's Prophet. But now Prophet has the Orchid. Storm needs to be really scared. PL needs to farm his Diffusal Blade. The thing is, AM is only going to be weak for another 3-4 minutes, you know.
Stun again. Monkey King in trouble. Every time, and they're going to get the kill on a White Man, and I want to harp on something in a second, but Zephyr getting rolled on, and now he's in trouble. The Spike Carapace will stun them up for a second, but they've got the Hex coming in from Bombi, as well as the stun to follow that up. Again, it's that Earth Spike from Bombi that keeps Zephyr close. Every time that we're spotting the Monkey King die, you're seeing the Oracle right behind him, and that has caused him to get geomagnetic gripped. And you're going to see it right here, too. He gets silenced again, and there's no way to save the Monkey King.
Yeah, because the cast range is very, very short with the one false promise, and the Earth Spirit is doing an impeccable job at silencing him every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's level 1 big enough, I think, where he could potentially be in a different position than right behind him, because that has been where he's standing the last 3 times, I think, that the Monkey King has died. It's he just got one off. The first one he got off bottom. He just got the false promise off. But the last 2, it's the same position he's died. Yeah. Silence on the Earth Spirit. They've got the Vortex. He comes in for a haste, but pays for it dearly. Bottom lane, though, now they're trying to kill off the Nyx Assassin on the run. Wukong's Boundless Strike. Nyx Assassin survives. They'll take out Bombi. They look over at this Nature's Prophet, who just TPs away. So 2 kills there. 1 mid, 1 bottom.
Yep. Still holding 1k goldie though, 1k gold away from that Manta style. And then Storm is going to have a real rough time dealing with his anti-mage. Do you know, they're trying to do the right thing, where I said Monkey King needs to frontline for the team, but they're getting outnumbered every time. It's like 2 versus 4, and then they trickle in 1 by 1. But T1 needs to be ready with 4 healers by as well, you know. Like, if you trickle in 1 by 1, you will get torn apart by this Earth Spirit rolling in, multiple impales, Prophet, you know, TPing in and out. You got to be prepared if you want to fight back.
So how do you go about that with the Phantom Lancers build, and what are you trying to do with these 3 cores on the side of T1 to fight back?
Well, I mean, as PL gets stronger, he's actually massively out-farming his anti-mage. I'm very surprised by that. It should not be this way, because AIM has been pretty much untouched.
He's going for a heart on this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, but of course, like the tankier PL gets, the easier the game gets for T1, because he can be the frontline force. The Monkey King doesn't need to be, you know, in these suicidal positions, because you have Phantom Lancer with a Manta style. He doesn't care about the silences anymore. Yeah, like, I don't know what's up with the AM, honestly. I feel like his farming patterns are just not very efficient. And you can tell he's not a carry player, you know, he's a mid player playing the carry role now, and it's always going to be a little bit awkward.
So he's trying to put himself in the shoes of a carry, find those efficiencies, and keep up with the Phantom Lancer, who he's behind by, obviously, unbeknownst to him, down by about 2k.
Yeah. Does have his Manta stack completed now, though. So he doesn't care much about a Storm anymore, who's now itemizing into a Yield Scepter. You need one. They have too many silences. Yeah. But that leaves you very vulnerable to that anti-mage. If you ever initiate on anyone that's not the anti-mage, they might just blow you up. Now smoke up with the Manta style, power spike. Good recognition of that.
They're going up into their jungle, and Nyx Assassin, no Vendetta to work with. Courier coming over for the Oracle, so they know that there's heroes here. They're grouped up towards top. Blink Lasso, this is on Nyx Assassin. They'll get the kill on the Zephyr. Now they'll find the Hex that's onto the Phantom Lancer. They've got the stun. They'll throw the finger. They get the kill on a Jackie. They take him out so quickly. The Wukong's command is going to follow this up. The Bombi Lion is dead. Whitemon will follow into the grave, and 3 dead on the side of T1. Not much. 496 can really get more out of that one as Monkey King just gets away.
Yeah, but still massive fight for them. Phantom Lancer gets hexed immediately without casting anything.
Yeah, he's dead almost immediately. Like, that was almost a perfect fight for 496.
Yeah, and T1 is struggling to present the numbers. Again, they were outnumbered. They didn't expect the smoke at all. Also, small mistake by the Nyx Assassin. He had the opportunity to press Carapace, but he just didn't.
And then
Maybe thought he was dead.
He's the one showing not inside the trees on this fight.
Yeah, you need to be super careful as PL. Like, how the hero is meant to be played is you come in from the sidelines, you know? Which one's real, which one's fake, you don't know. But if you get hexed on the main one, you just get blown up. This anti-mage's Manta style is very strong now, on his way to the Scary. And now close the gap to the PL.
Yeah, that kill is super important because it keeps Hung close. And he was down by about 2k, now it's just 300.
Yeah. Arcane Rune picked up on Storm. Interesting. How they keep making these lineups work, and sometimes they don't. Like, this 496 team is so unstable. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes they're gods, other times they're just mortals. Like us.
So, do you like this switch, Scotty to Abyssal, for the anti-mage?
Wait, hold that thought. PL getting caught out again.
Oh no, this is a big problem. If they kill the Phantom Lancer again, there's going to be really potentially the end of his game. They've got the false promise. They'll keep him alive. They look over the anti-mage who's low on mana. Hung just blinks away with BKB pop by the Nature's Prophet. They get the Kona Carl anyway, so they'll find themselves at least one. They've got the stun. They're trying to drain the mana onto the Phantom Lancer. They look over as they've got the lasso out onto the PL. They catch him. They've caught the PL. Can they get the kill? The doppelganger back in, looking at the anti-mage. Hung taking a lot of damage, trying to man fight this one. The silence is not going to be enough. Hung is dead. Jackie dies. Bobby gone. And it's a 2-for-2, where it looked like Phantom Lancer was dead to rights on the side of T1.
Perfect ult by Oracle, keeping him safe. I would have loved if the PL just turned around right away, but he was kind of just walking away 3 seconds, reassessing the situation, you know. Oh, I'm actually strong enough to fight. If he turned around right away, the AM would have died immediately. His blink was on cooldown, would have burned all his mana. You can see here.
False promise saves him.
And PL running away instead of fighting. This AM should have been dead already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he turns up to the fight again, you know, getting a little bit scrappy. And it turns out that both AM and PL kill each other. But, you know, it's not a good trade because you lose 2 of your main cores, the Storm and the PL. I mean, better than nothing, but not what you were looking for.
It took a lot to kill this Phantom Lancer. Oh my god.
Yeah, False Promise is... just even one magic one just gives you like 700 health. False Promise is a boss spell.
Meteor Hammer for the Nyx Assassin next. Blink Dagger for Whitemon. He's really trying to get that positioning better. You know, not better, but like have options.
Yeah. I mean, you need that Blink Dagger on Oracle. There's so much mobility to work with on the Dire side. You have to be really careful how you approach these fights.
Yeah, the Blink will make it more accessible for him to stay a little bit further back on the starts of that. Blink in, False Promise, maybe blink into a better spot, have options.
Yeah, Prophet now has BKB up, itemizing into a Mjolnir. Now it's really just all about countering the PL, you know. The Storm is going to have a really brutal game already against the Lion, as well as Anti-Mage, so all you need to worry about now is countering that PL, which of course Mjolnir is one of the best choices in the game. If we see a Lion 25 this game, which I don't think we will. He's just standing there with a Shadow Amulet, but I don't know about it. A level 25 Lion can really ruin a PL. With an AoE Hex, you instantly clear all the illusions and you hex the main hero. It's one of the hardest counters to PL in the entire game. But of course, level 25 Lion plus 5 is going to be very hard to achieve this game.
He's got 13 levels to go there, Black.
Nothing, yeah. Nothing you can really plan for, you know. Let's just get our plus 5 Lion to level 25. Game's in the bag. Another smoke up here from Radiant side.
Yeah, they're all smoking up except for the Monkey King, who showed mid.
Yep, hard completed on the PL. He's very, very survivable now. Especially if he gets False Promised. 130 health regen per second. Very hard to chew through that.
So they'll look for somebody, but they don't have the read.
Yeah. That's been T1's problem all game long, honestly. They're just getting out-read by the 496 side. They have a very good grasp on this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Dire's middle tower
And
is under attack.
it's just 496. Obviously, it's not a Techies game. This game just looks so much better for 496 overall. Like,
Yeah. It
Complete
feels like it's not the same
turnaround.
players playing, honestly. Yeah. As I said, this team is really, it feels really weird. Like, they're so unstable. They can be so good, and other times it can be so bad.
Radiant's top
It's
tower
just something you have
is
to
under
work out,
attack.
you know? Because instability
Dire's middle
is
tower
what causes you these kind of tournaments. I mean, what loses you these kind of tournaments, sorry.
and what at the end of the day could cause you to get relegated.
Yeah. Instability is the bane of every aspiring tier 1 team. Oh, they're still setting up all 5 top. Storm is still showing bottom. If they grab this PL, very scary. We're just rolling in. Okay, it's clearing the lane. Oh, they thought it's a real one.
They all showed. Now, ooh,
They're so timid on the Radiant side. There was no Manta Style on AM. One Orchid, he's dead. But of course, Storm is still pushing up bottom. I would like them to punish these mistakes from 496 a bit more. You know, they're overly aggressive, and you have to punish them for it.
yeah. I like this idea though from the Storm because he was going into the Bloodstone. I really just think this is the wiser choice to go for the Lincolns.
You need a Lincolns against AM.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your team is just, you know, you're taking time bomb for them. Monkey King, 600 off his BKB. Once he has that, he's going to be much more impactful in the fight as well. Even now, I don't think AM really fights the Monkey after his BKB. You can't fight him in the ring. Almost Abyssal Blade up though, 800 gold.
Psychic Headband, Spider Legs,
Yep. Some of the
2 solid tier items.
I'm still conflicted. The Psychic Headband, it feels so lackluster. I don't know. Never seen it do a lot of work, you know. Maybe people just forget to use it or something, but never really feels impactful. They're going in for Roshan. Their Roshan is pretty slow. They're probably going to need about 30, 40 seconds here. But Daya is not aware at all. We spoke about their really good read on the game.
Potentially not expecting this, and this is
No, they're expecting it now.
half done. They're coming top, but are they expecting it?
They're all around the area. Firefly has been activated. Yeah, they know. for
Flame
sure.
break, and that's got to be, you need to eject from this one. You're just not doing it quick enough.
You have to be
They're
really
sticking
careful
it.
here. Yeah.
All these illusions, now Doppelganger outside the pit.
This is so intense. It feels like so many games nowadays just come down to a stare off at Roshan, which is Hex on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, they've got the Hex. Wukong's down. Boundless Strike. They're going to stun up Hung. He'll go outside the circle. The roll away, but they've got the Orchid onto the Anti-Mage. They'll move in. 2-man stun. Hits the Nature's Prophet as well as the AM. Hung, red, drop like flies. Coral gets a double kill.
Yeah. Prophet did not press his BKB. Anti-Mage got caught out without his Manta Style. Got Orchided. No way out for him. And now it's a free Roshan for the Radiant side. They weren't ready. Bad Rider had no Firefly. They were just initiating without him.
So no buybacks on these heroes. That means Roche is T1s.
So here's the problem.
Oh,
Careful.
pop the Lincolns. Boundless Strike coming in. And, well, Bombi not going to survive this one.
Yep. Had a sentry ward right there too. Glimmer Cave did nothing. This is the problem if you itemize right into an Abyssal Blade. You're just lacking damage. 140 plus 45. You're hitting like a support. You know, like you deal no damage. Not a big fan of the item build. I feel like a Skadi would have been so much better.
Now the Basher picked up, and he's getting closer to that Abyssal Blade. This could be a big problem. He's so farmed.
Yeah, PL is reaching the point where he's unstoppable. Lasso.
Lasso onto the Monkey King. They've got Red here to try and help. Cuckoo pops the BKB, goes for the TP out, and just makes it away.
Just TP. Forehead. It was a very early lasso.
Yeah.
If they want a kill, they need to hold off on the lasso. Nyx Assassin stalking. Oh, he ran into the Shrine Vision. Typical mistake. Happens to a lot of players, actually, that they just walk into the true side vision of the Shrine, not thinking about it, you know? It's very tricky sometimes.
It's something that people forget exists.
Yeah. It's very, very easy to forget. Especially because it's like on the low ground or can only see high ground, you know? It's not the case. He's trying to set up for the Nature's Prophet bottom here. Storm TPing in. There's a line backing him up though. Ooh. Another pause. Are they gonna try to commit for this Prophet? It seems very risky. I wouldn't do it if I was T1, but they're crazy boys, so you never know.
PL is nowhere near. Like you're not getting help if you go for this.
Yeah. And it's 2 cores involved, and one of them doesn't have BKB. You need to be careful. Bad Rider has his travels up. As I said, you know, this pause might actually be helpful for T1. They get a chance to reassess the situation, you know? Because if they jump in there, it's going to turn out terribly for them, I feel.
Yeah, it could be a very big issue if they just jump on this and they overestimate their hand.
Yeah, they do have the Aegis, but of course, gold still dead even. And the strongest hero, PL, cannot make it.
So, just taking a look at some cameras here. The focus of both these teams.
Yeah, and they decide to disengage. Good decision.
Wisely disengaging too. I think that would have been...
That would have been rough.
Yeah, potentially disastrous.
Yeah, I feel like the pause, you know, might have helped them a little bit with that.
Look at that, Red trying to play aggressive himself. They've also got Bombi inside the trees.
Yeah, Bombi the Lion. He has the Philosopher's Stone. I would really love to see a Blink on him or an Edelance, just so he gets the range on the initiation. He'll need it late game. And the 25 coming closer, baby. Level 15 almost.
Still 10 levels to go.
PL sitting at 22, AM as well. It just feels like AM is so weak compared to the PL when you look at these team fights.
Now that Storm's got this Linken's, he could play a little bit more confident.
Yeah, he's going to the BKB next as well. Going pure defense. 3 defensive items.
I think that's fine.
It is fine.
Against this lineup.
It just feels like it might be a little bit too much, you know? Instead of the Linken's, maybe just want to go BKB and then a Hex. Because like 3 defensive items might be a little too much.
Right. Jackie taking care of this tier 2 top.
Yep, netting him his E-Blade. I mean, his Abyssal Blade as well. Storm jumping in bottom and out again. Great hero.
Yeah, so picks up that gold, getting closer and closer to the Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, 200 more gold. Still has the Aegis as well. They can't take a 5-on-5 engagement if this PL is in the front line. There's no way. They need to kill the Oracle first. Nyx Assassin needs to die as well. He's too annoying. They need to jump the backline somehow. Antimage going for Butterfly. Now seeing that, PL should be queuing up the MKB immediately. Maybe even a Rapier if he feels really confident.
Well, he's only seen the Talisman, right? So obviously your first assumption is going to be the Butterfly.
Yeah.
Is it worth turning it into anything else on the Anti-Mage?
I mean, you could go Halberd, but it's not really a good item because you will need to be the one dealing the damage.
Right.
You know, you could say like maybe he's baiting with the Talisman, you know, but he doesn't need to buy the MKB right away. You just need to have the idea, the thought of going for the MKB, you know. Maybe even Bloodthorn. Abyssal Bloodthorn is a very potent combo.
If you can get the Bloodthorn for the Storm, that wouldn't be bad, so you don't have to spend that extra cash.
Yeah, possible too. Okay, Storm not going BKB, very happy about that.
Axe.
Yeah, this could be
Big
a deadly
difference.
combo. Yeah.
Very offensive.
Yeah, you pull 2-3 heroes, they get impaled or boundless struck. Can be a huge, huge setup for a good combo. Both teams just kind of avoiding each other. The T1 definitely wants to take the fight, but they want to take it on their terms.
Yeah.
PL TP to mid lane, going to his own Ancients. So they're not looking to really force anything with his Aegis, huh? Farming Aegis. Interesting, because I thought they could take the fight to the Dire side.
Maybe just the timings. It's close. And they don't want to risk anything at the moment.
Fair enough, fair enough. Smoke up on Dire side. As I said, they need to jump the backline first. Supports need to die.
Aegis expires, that gets reclaimed. Over mid though, they've got the stun on a Jackie, and now the Abyssal Blade. They're not really doing a lot of damage, but finally the finger comes in as well as the Mana Void. That blew him up. Hung gets a double kill. A 1-2. punch from 496 really quick. Oh my god.
Completely caught out of position here from the PL. Maybe he didn't know the Aegis timer. As soon as it ran out, 496 was right on top of him instantly, giving him no chance at all.
Tis mine.
Man, Earth Spirit doing the most damage onto that Phantom Lancer.
Might need to expand the Oracle ult here.
Yeah, Cuckoo, BKB, Wukong's no. Silence, and the kill on a White Mon.
Yep, T1 falling a little bit apart here. Losing a Phantom Lancer like that. I don't like how they used that Aegis. I feel they should have been much more offensive.
And they had the opportunity to be offensive, and then it felt like they were in line with the game being in their hands. But the focus on the Phantom Lancer when he's there with not much help is a big issue.
Yeah. Again, Hex is one of the strongest spells in Dota. If you get Hexed, you can literally not do anything about it. You need your team to bail you out, and of course he was there by himself. Nixus doesn't count too much for you. It feels a little bit like they're disconnected in this game too here, T1.
Potentially.
You know, it feels like a lot of these SDA teams fall into very similar patterns where, like, suddenly they're just, you know, like very individualistic.
So it's not. It falls apart from being a team game and more of a me game.
Yeah, more like a single-player RPG kind of thing. I think the only team that didn't happen to so far is Fnatic, who has comfortably been sitting at the top. Of course, Neon as well. They had a couple of rough games, but overall, very strong team. T1 still sitting at 0-1 and struggling here against 496.
Yeah, Neon only losing 2 games. They're 6-2 so far. They sit top of the table.
Mm-hmm. Fnatic is 2-0, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yet to drop a game.
Mm-hmm. 4-0. Very strong performance.
So, 7K lead for 496, but this could immediately turn around with one fight.
Yeah, but now the AM has this huge timing where this PL does not have an MKB, and he has the butterfly up.
And he's about to hit 25, so... Mana Void cooldown, or...?
Hoping to see the Mana Void cooldown, always against a Storm.
Man, 20 seconds.
It's
That's
a huge cooldown.
Pretty strong.
I
was going to say broken. I try not to use that.
I also like it simply because it goes well with the cooldowns of Abyssal Blade and Manta Style.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 very short cooldown, can repeatedly blow up heroes. Now they're smoking up, feeling they have a good opportunity to be aggressive.
One bottom right now is Bombi.
Lion has Blink Dagger now.
He was so far away from that, it felt.
And
Blink, stun, and the kill onto Bombi. Carl is dominating, so it's definitely been a while since he died. And, you know, he was having this hard game.
Roshan is up. 40 seconds, probably not enough. They don't really have a lot of Roshan damage on the Radiant side here. Storm, Spell Prism, and Timeless Relic. Now, who gets what?
He's holding it right now, the Spell Prism. I think he's thinking between that and the Orb of Destruction, but he sends the Spell Prism back.
I feel like... Well, who's going to take the Spell Prism then? Storm? Storm took it.
Yeah, he's got it.
So Timeless Relic on the Nyx Assassin then, for the stun durations. Okay. I would have liked to see the Spell Prism on the PL perhaps. Just for the cooldown reduction.
Double damage.
Ninja Gear for Phantom Lancer. He's got 2,000 gold saved.
Man, this shard of Prophet is so annoying. These 2 Treants are so strong. These 2 greater Treants. 1,650 health.
Hit for 108.
Yeah. They push out lanes so fast.
Looking over, Vortex hits the Earth Spirit. BKB's been popped by DPC. Also, he's got a BKB of his own, as well as the Spider Legs to get into the high ground. Now that those BKBs have been popped, they focus on Roche. Lion's Courier's in there, so it knows that this is going on.
Prophet split push, AM split push, though. They need to be careful here. Committing for this Roshan could be a huge problem. They're getting 2 lanes pushed in.
Yeah, mid pushing in, stopped by creeps for a second. Ball lightning all the way in. Ooh, Carl, yeah, this is what I was expecting. They go in with the Abyssal Blade, but Hung now on the run. Caught with the Yule's Meteor Hammer. Is it lined up? No, it's not. But they're still going to lose this tier 3, and now they didn't even get Roche. Dire's in the Roche pit. The old switcheroo.
They're getting outplayed hard right now.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be in time. Roshan's going to go to Dire. Cheese, Aegis.
Anybody able to make it? Oh, no. So,
huge outplay.
An outplay by 496, drawing them bottom and immediately going into Roche themselves.
That's textbook split pushing. Really textbook. Forcing a reaction from the enemy and then capitalizing on the reaction. And they did it super quickly too. They didn't even think about it, you know?
Ooh, Abyssal Blade onto Bombi.
Poor guy.
Also has to pop his BKB again. This is already a 7-second BKB. I was going to say, Old Alliance definitely enjoying the rat. Ooh, Yules misses the stun though. They've got the Vortex, Anti-Mage, no mana. He's gone.
That's the Aegis though. Yeah. Bombi buying back, Lion buying back.
Vortex, it's down for another 4 seconds. Meteor Hammer trying to line it up, but they got the balance strike as well as the Wukong's command around Hung. He'll blink away the Hex onto the Nyx Assassin. Red from outside the circle. Jackie moving forward. Stun comes in. That's from Bombi onto Zephyr. They got the kill on Whitemon, so they're without the Oracle. And now they look over as Phantom Lancer gets the kill on Bombi. Bombi dead for 90 seconds. Hustle out of mana now. Getting run down by Jackie again. Hustle nowhere for him to go. He can't roll away. Red trying to do as much damage as he can. Dappy B is only just watching. Hung, he's looking to join in on the fray, but they've got Cuckoo coming over. Balance strike coming through. Hung out of mana. Now a big problem. Jackie with the lasso on him. He's pulling away from the Anti-Mage, killed off, down goes Cuckoo, 4 heroes dead on the side of T1. It was close. They almost got the Anti-Mage again. They got him out of mana, but they just couldn't take his life away.
Huge turnaround there by the Dire. Bad Rider got out of the fight with like around 100 health. Still had the lasso off cooldown, which ultimately turned the fight around for the Phantom Lancer. I mean, we can see the replay here.
First
huge
life
commitment.
is gone immediately.
Yeah, huge commitment on the Anti-Mage.
And then
he just has a butterfly. They don't have damage through it. Now we can see the Bad Rider getting out with like 100 health.
And look at Hung. Blinks away, and they just don't stick with him.
Yep.
Magnetize. Zephyr dead quickly. Whitemon, he was gone fast too. Never was able to get a false promise off. But Bombi, Hustle, they follow suit into the grave.
Yeah, you can just see the damage problems. Like, he needed an MKB earlier. He cured it up now, but it's still going to be quite a while until he has it.
Look at this bottom. They are just going in for this bottom set of racks. Meteor Hammer hits onto the Anti-Mage. Do they have anything here to follow this up? No, because Phantom Lancer's holding the buyback. Now the blink in deep with the Abyssal Blade used on Whitemon. Take out the Oracle and take out the bottom set of racks. Hung now dominating.
Anti-Mage, 6 started at this point. One of his peak timings, of course. Prophet not far behind. Also 6 slotted.
I'll be trying to catch up. Buyback used by the Oracle. BKB looking for the Wukong's balance strike. They've stunned him up, and the silence. Anti-Mage low finally falls. Down goes Hung. BKB from Dappy B. Can anybody stop this TP? No, they can't. Red, he hides in the trees. Hustle rolls away, and Anti-Mage does not have buyback for 90 seconds.
Yeah, Bloodthorn reveal. Butterfly obviously does nothing against that. And Monkey King and Storm kill him pretty much just with the 2 of them. And Bloodthorn is such a tank killer, you know. It's like the crit damage is brutal. True Strike, of course, also. And yeah, as you said, 60 seconds, no buyback. Huge timing for T1 here. Any additional pickoff could potentially seal this game. Probably trading for the mid-rexes.
Down 11K. Going on in the high ground. Looking to take this tier 3 tower and potentially a set of racks of their own. They look over, throw these illusions onto Red, take the tier 3, 45 seconds. At this point, they got to think that the Anti-Mage does not have buyback. He is yet to buy back and probably giving them some sort of comfortable feeling in the racks, in the base. They'll go with the Electric Vortex. They've got the silence onto the Nature's Prophet. They'll look as BKB's going to be popped by DPB. False Promise just in time to save the Storm Spirit. Monkey King getting really low. He's in trouble. Gets away. Just barely ball lightning out. TP from Carl. Is it in time? Just survives. No! He's dead from Bombi. And down goes Jackie.
Got caught out in the tier 4 towers with the PL. Carl jumping in, getting what I think impaled. What happened to the Storm there? I couldn't quite catch it.
I swore he TP'd out. I didn't quite see it.
At the very end, he TP'd out under the False Promise, but it was too late. He took too much damage.
Yeah.
But what happened there? How did he get stuck under the tier 4 towers? He wanted to initiate himself, I believe.
Yeah, he ball lightninged in.
Must have gotten impaled.
Yeah. I thought he had healed up enough. The Oracle was trying to do everything he could to keep him alive.
Abyssal
Cuckoo
Blade.
now stuck, hit with the Abyssal. He's gone. Buyback available on all 3 cores. I guess just the heals weren't enough from the Oracle.
No, he didn't even manage to heal him at all. Buybacks here from PL and Monkey King. If this AM dies...
Ooh, Vortex, that's on the line, as well as Nature's probably going to kill on a Bobby, as well as Red immediately. Both these heroes dead, only one has buyback.
Not what they wanted, though. They wanted to go on the AM, surprise him. If AM dies, this game could very well be over. But the way it is right now they have a lot of winning conditions on the Dire side.
Anti-Mage pulling this game back for 496, where it felt for a second it slipped away with no buyback. But
Yeah.
still short 12 gold. He'll have
12 gold is a lot of gold. He's going to the BKB next. Do I like that? It's alright. I'd rather save the buyback, though. I don't want to buy out the BKB. Roche not going to be up for a while. It really just comes down to who gets the initiation first. If there's a good lasso, Dire is going to win. If there's a good Vortex, Radiant is going to win.
Yeah, that Vortex hitting both the line as well as the Nature's Prophet. I mean, they're dead immediately after that.
All 3 cores on Radiant, no buyback. If any of them dies, I could just seal the deal. 21k gold lead. And Lion, we were joking about it, it's getting very close to the 25.
Yeah,
He's at 22 now. Yeah. One more tome, one more team fight.
levels away, 10 levels away, 3 levels now. He's getting close. Anti-Mage is actually really close to 30. You know, 28 to 30 is a lot
Just
of
about
experience.
15,000 XP, but no problem. Good pick off.
Ready for it. Just ready for it.
Good pick, good pick. This is how you tear them apart. One by one.
Look at this graph. Up and down constantly.
It's been mostly 496. They had a period where they were struggling.
Yeah.
But the early game, they played really, really well. This team is so weird, man. Every time I think they have no chance, they suddenly just blow it out of the park with the draft. That shouldn't really give them a lead, you know? They just managed to make it work somehow.
So what's the way back in for T1? Just catching the initiation?
The initiation is everything. This AM is not tanky because PL has MKB now. He can kill the AM in 5 seconds, 4 seconds even. Like one stun. But at the same time, if they lasso that PL, he can also die in seconds. Late game Dota, there's so much damage involved. Whoever gets to jump first wins.
Do you like the... Oh, hung. Do you like the 25 talent for the Storm, the 2x overload attack bounce?
Oh, he took that?
Yeah.
But he's not going for the shard. Interesting. I'm a big fan of the ball lightning auto remnant. Like, it's just super strong.
Especially against the anti-rat, right?
Yeah, it can win you games single-handedly. But, you know, the overload bounce, potentially, if you get that shard, you know, you buff up your entire team. We have, like, I've seen a paparazzi video where an entire team died in a matter of seconds. I believe half a second even.
He was so... Like, I think he was not expecting that much damage, and he just started giggling.
I don't think anybody was. The entire team just died.
Yeah, they melted so fast. And I think he just uses it and then just giggled. Oh,
Close. Yeah, on
they're
the hunt
chasing.
here.
They're behind. Did Cuckoo catch that? Because they get the kill on a red. They take the Nature's Prophet, but behind them now, False Promise comes in. That's going to save the Monkey King. They've got the Magnetized down as well as the BKB pop. They've got themselves the Ball Lightning coming through as well as the Electric Vortex. They get the kill on a Bobby as well as red. They're both going to buy back immediately with the lasso around Zephyr, but it's not going to matter as the Aeon Disc pops. Cuckoo, he's gone. Dap BB falls. He's going to buy back as well. Carl now with not a lot of mana, but gets Electric Vortex around onto the Earth Spirit as well as the Anti-Mage. They get the kill with the finger coming out of the Carl. Whiteman's gone as well. 3 heroes dead without buyback as they're trying to fight. Jackie, can he get anything out of this? He looks over at Hustle, but Hustle's going to walk away. Doppelganger looking for some space, tries to act like an illusion, but he ends up getting hexed up. He's going to be dead, and this game's going to be over as this will be T1 without buybacks, and GG is called. 496, they even the series. T1 just can't pull it back enough, and 496, they flip the coin and look like a much better team.
Yep, it was An amazing executed team fight by T1, but you can just see the power of those buybacks.
sure.
All 3 cores and 1 support, all 4 have buyback, get back into the fight. It was basically a 9v